Remember me? It's Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen. It feels like it's been forever since I have done anything live and seen and hung out with you guys, but I am back from vacation. It was kind of a whirlwind. I had a Creative Escape weekend, a Pampered Stamper event with my partner Connie, and then I had Christmas cards, Stamp-A-Stacks, and then I went on vacation. And so I am back now and ready to do some stamping with you. But it's time for What's Up Wednesday, and I have so much I need to share with you guys. So while you're coming on, give me a like or a love. Let me know that you're here. I'm hoping that I am on my Stampin' Queen page. I'm not exactly sure. I couldn't remember how to do a live. It's been so long. So anyway, welcome guys. I see you guys are starting to come on. Hello. So let's do a little housekeeping first. And every time I do a live, What's Up Wednesday, I do a prize patrol. And so it's been a while, like it's been a minute, okay? I haven't been on for a little bit. And so last time I was giving away the Whisper White note cards and envelopes. So the winner of this prize patrol from our last live is Vicki Tillett. So Vicki, if you are on, you are the winner chicken dinner. So all you need to do is message me your address and I will get this out to you. So way to go, Vicki. And of course I'm going to give away another prize. And so these are really fun. I know they kind of don't showcase here in a plastic bag. So let's see what this week's prize patrol is. It is the glitter star ornaments. These are super cute. Look at those adorable little stars. Perfect for your cards, your scrapbook pages. You could even do little decorations. This would be so cute for one of those little mini Christmas trees. You could do all kinds of little things on there. So hello ladies, hello. I see you guys all coming on and I'm so happy you guys are here with me today. So this is the prize patrol for this week. Very simple. All you need to do is comment and you get extra tickets if you actually share my video with your crafty friends. That helps me get out there into Facebook world. And since things are still kind of virtual these days, I'm doing a few things in person, but I'm trying to be real careful at how many events I have in the studio. And with normal cold and flu season coming, I'm kind of slowing things down anyway a little bit just to see where things end up this season. So anyway, all you need to do, give me a comment or share this video. All right, kids, so you're looking at this big box. So this big box was here when I came home. It is my On Stage at Home box, and I thought maybe it'd be cool if we checked it out to see what is in it together. So in normal times, pre-COVID, we would be attending our convention, what is called On Stage in our Stampin' Up! World in Salt Lake City, and that's not able to happen right now. So we are all going to be virtual together starting tomorrow night and Friday and Saturday. So I'm super excited because a lot of my team is going to be joining as well. Even though we're not in person, we're going to hang out online anyway and watch. There's over 10,000 demonstrators that are going to attend On Stage at Home. And since we couldn't be in person, we got a swag box of goodies. And so I have no idea what's in here. I've kind of been off social media. If you guys followed my trials and tribulation of my vacation, we went to Western North Carolina. We actually stayed in South Carolina right on the border during Tropical Storm Zeta, which was a lot of fun, which resulted in massive winds and power lines out and flash flooding and trees down and no electric for like 2 days. I shouldn't even say no electric, no power. We didn't have water. We didn't have electric. My husband is like Bear Grylls, so he adjusts in a heartbeat and was like cooking everything outside. But after 2 days of no shower, I was kind of over it. So thank goodness the power came back on. But I've been off. I was kind of disconnected for a couple days. So anyway, let's see what is in this box. All right, so of course we have a sweet little note from our CEO, Sarah Douglas, who I just love. And I will read that later. That just kind of tells us, ooh, we always get a bag, which is super fun. Oh my, this is a big bag. Oh my gosh, it's huge. And it's so pretty. It's like almost like denim-y, kind of. I don't even think it's gonna fit. Ooh, I'm bumping the camera. All right, so we have this super cool bag, which is awesome. Is there anything in it? I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Oh, yes, there are things inside. Oh my gosh, all right, so this might be a sneak peek, right? This might be a sneak peek at some things that are coming up. It's lined with like little goody popsicles. So that could be a sneak peek of things that are coming. Oh no, my zipper's broken. It's okay. All right, so last year at OnStage, we started the cool idea with pin trading. And so these are some new pins. Look at this fat little shark. Oh, I hope we get a stamp set with that fat little shark. Wouldn't that be cool? Then we have our OnStage, and then of course there's a ice cream cone. So I'm betting little sneaky peeks of things that are coming in the upcoming catalog. Here's a sneaky peek of things that are coming in the upcoming catalog. Here's a brand new stamp set called Enjoy the Moment. All right, that's super cool. Oh, we had these at my house. I'm not really outdoorsy, and I don't know. These are pods, right? So that's like a helicopter or whirlybird, right? And then this looks like maybe milkweed. That's going to be my guess. These, I don't know what they are, but when you shake them, like little balls rattle around inside there. And then these we had at our old house, I think. We always called them monkey balls. But if you couldn't walk through the back porch without stepping on those, they would hurt your feet. Maybe those are the same thing we had. Anyway, that's super fun. What else? Oh, I don't know what this is. Oh, this looks fun. Like a rainbow pen. All different colors. That looks cool. Super fun. All right, I think that's it for the bag. Is there anything else in here? Let's look. Oh my gosh, that bag is so huge. That's awesome. Which means I'm running out of space. Oh, okay, here's some notebooks and some stickers. That's fun. Love that. And we got some cool grid paper. Some OnStage grid paper. How cool is that? All right, guys, I just thought I would share that with you. It's kind of fun to do a little bit of an unboxing. All right, let's get moving. Let's talk about what's going on in Stamp World. Okay, so what is coming up next? Yeah, it totally matches. That's kind of the cool thing, Susie. Everything always coordinates together, which is so fun. And then sometimes it's like little sneak peeks. So actually this weekend, when we are at OnStage, we are going to see the JJ mini catalog, which is the January through June. We get to see what's in that new catalog, and we get to see the celebration items. And we'll probably get to pre-order them, which leads me to talk about Gratitude Week. So we are in November, and gratitude is big in my mind right now. I just posted on my Jody B Stampin' page the badges that I earned, so I will receive some recognition at this virtual event this weekend. And I'm super, super grateful and blessed that I have earned recognition for title advancement, for my sales, for my team building, and for my leadership. And that's because I have the best customers on the planet. I have the best customers, and that is you guys. And I hate to even call you customers. Like, you're my Stampin' friends. You're my Stampin' family. And I have an amazing team as well. And so what I earn and am recognized for is all because of some hard work on my end, but having amazing people who cheerlead me, especially during this time when we kind of were in a global crisis and a global pandemic. And I have had one of the best years I have ever had. And so that's because of you guys. So thank you so much. So what I want to do is hang out with you guys. November 16th through the 20th is my gratitude week. And so every day I'm going to come on and do a Facebook Live every day at 10 o'clock. We're going to create some stamp projects. I'm going to give them away. I'm going to have prize patrols with new stuff, little sneak peeks of some things that are coming up in the next catalog. I'm going to have some order specials, and I just want to make sure you guys know how much I appreciate you and your support of me and my little side hustle that started off so that I could be a stay-at-home mom. And here I am, like, just always shocked when the year ends and I have these awards and recognitions. So anyway, make sure you mark your calendar. It's going to run on Facebook Live right here. Thanks, Deb. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. So we're going to hang out for Gratitude Week, and I will post some more information about that, but it's going to run right here on my Facebook page, on my Stampin' Queen Facebook page. And so if you can't join me live, it's fine. You can always catch the replay video. It is not a problem at all. But make sure you do tune in, because that's how you're going to earn prize patrols. All right, so we did start a special yesterday. So this is our pre-release special. It's called Curvy Celebrations, and I think I have it. Let's see. Yes, I do. So when I say when this is a pre-release, it means this is coming up. The curvy, quite curvy bundle is going to be a item in our next mini catalog, but you guys are able to get it early, which is very cool. So there is the Quite Curvy stamp set and the Quite Curvy dies. These dies are super cool and very different from what we've had before. So this is actually going to be coming up in the next catalog, but we are able to get it ahead of time now through the beginning of January. Now, as a little perk, we also have included a DSP pack, and it is Cherry Cobbler, Shaded Spruce, and Crumb Cake. I don't know why you're out of order. You, sir, are out of order. All right, so here are the patterns. Very cute. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be out of order. I feel like, oh, I'm being anal retentive, aren't I? I want my colors together. You guys don't belong. All of the green should be with the green. All of the red should be with the red. All right, I know you guys feel me. I know some of you guys are like that too. So here is the designer series paper. Love it. Love, love, love. Now this is a special edition to this little sneaky peek, and that, as well as the Curvy Christmas stamp set. Now this one has a bow on it because this is a special treat. Thanks, Becky. I saw you were on here and I'm totally thinking, Becky's watching me and knowing that sometimes we are both a little anal retentive. That is okay. Anyway, so Curvy Christmas, this is a special stamp set as well as the DSP. This is a little extra. It's only available for the time being. This one has a special bow on it because this is a gift. This was part of the raffle item from my Pampered Stamper retreat, and this one is actually going to my friend Bert Kova. So congratulations, Bert. My friend Bert is not on Facebook, so I'm going to have to get off here and message her and tell her that she won this bundle. But the Curvy Christmas stamp set is available. Technically, it is not available at the moment because I do believe I heard it's sold out, but we are making more and they will be available very soon. Now, I wanted to flip this over because here is some more cool patterns on the other side of that DSP. So DSP and the Curvy Christmas, limited time while supplies last. So make sure you grab them. And then the Curvy, Quite Curvy bundle will actually be in the next JJ mini catalog, January through June. The cool thing is we got to have it all, right, guys? We got to have it all. So there is a bundle to get all of it. One-stop shopping right there. The Quite Curvy Variety bundle gives you everything. It's going to give you the dies, the 2 stamp sets, and the paper. So that is happening now through January 4th, the Christmas while supplies last, okay? So make sure you put that on your wish list. All right, as always, this is November's host code, so you guys can hop over to jodybrackbill.stampin'.net anytime, and you can shop with that host code, and those items will ship directly to your door. You can also shop with me. I know some of you guys are local, and we see each other, so you can definitely always shop with me anytime. Just simply email me or text me. All right, guys, what else is happening? I told you there was a lot going on. All right, so I have November's to-go class. So I am not doing my Just Cards class in person. That's going to hold off till we kind of pass through the winter, but I am continuing to do a few things in person. and I'm also adding in or continuing my classes to go. So these are completely virtual. You do not need to attend at all. So November's class is focusing on For Unto Us. And you've heard me say how much I love this stamp set. I love the fact that it is simple stamping. I love the fact that it is Christ-centered for the holidays. I love the fonts. Love it. Actually, these two are my faves. So I have been using it a little bit. But for this class, you are going to get the, do I have it here? I do. The Forever Frost Designer Series paper. You're going to get the blue gems, which we are going to work with in a little bit, as well as the, oh, so sorry, Snowflake Splendor, like opalescent ribbon. So you're going to get those three things to create your cards. You're going to get a PDF tutorial and 10 cards, guys, 10. So let me show you the cards. You're going to get 2 of each. Now that does not include the stamp set because some of you might already have it. Some of you might want to use something you already have at home. A lot of you guys have Christmas sets, or you can add this on to your class as well. I also have shipping, so if you guys are not local to me, no worries, I will ship it out to you. So here are the cards you're going to get. Remember, you're getting 2 of every card. Now, I will have everything cut, prepped, embossed, all that good stuff. There will be no stamping. Per Stampin' Up! Rules, I cannot stamp images for you, so you will need to do your own stamping. You have the option of adding in the ink pads or using the ink pads that you have at home already, not a problem, but you will cut your DSP, okay? That way you can choose what you would like. Some of you might like some pattern a little bit different. So I will tell you what you're going to cut it at. This is beautiful. And I know it sometimes does not even showcase how pretty it is in real life. These are like real photos. So I did use Highland Heather. I used Basic Gray on that one. There's those gorgeous gems. You're going to get those with the class. Look how different that ribbon changes when it's up against something blue. It just pulled in the blue tones. I used Night of Navy here. So remember, 2 of each. Pretty peacock with this one. The embossing will be done for you. The paper will be cut already. All you need to do is stamp it and assemble. And again, I used another Night of Navy here with that beautiful ribbon. So such a pretty pack of paper, as well as love that stamp set. So that is my class to go. 10 cards with that and envelopes, PDF tutorial, DSP, gems and ribbon come with it, and then you can add on the For Unto Us stamp set if you don't already have it. What else do we have here? All right, this one just went out last week, and so I am doing this as an in-person class. So if you are able to join me November 17th, I have a 10 a.m. session and I have a 6 p.m. session, and so information is out about that one on my Stamp with Jody B page, and this is just gorgeous and stunning for the holidays. It is a 12 by 12. So you can check that out. Head over to Stamp with Jody B and you can find the information on this class. All right, guys. Did I talk long enough? Should we do some stamping? I feel like we should. So let's see. Got to get all my stuff here. I'm hoping everything is here. Oh, it is beautiful, Deb. Oh no, he's missing. My picker is missing. All right, he's probably in one of these buckets. So I thought what I would do, since I just got home from vacation, I really didn't have time to prepare too much. But I thought what we will do is stamp the cards that we made at our Christmas Club Stamp-A-Stack last week, because they are super, super pretty. So I'm going to use Highland Heather, fold this one in half, and this is focusing on our Snowflake Splendor Suite. Of course, I have a middle here, so that's for the inside. Then I used our DSP, and it's double-sided, so you can choose what side works best for you. And then these 2 pieces are die cut from the Tasteful Labels, as well as my little snowflake. I die cut him ahead of time. So we're gonna hope that nothing moved while I was on vacation and everything stayed put. sentiment. I've got Highland Heather and Misty Moonlight. So for this centerpiece here, I'm going to pull in my Highland Heather. Actually, let me show you, before I get too far involved, let me show you this bundle. So this is the Snowflake Wishes bundle, and it's a big bundle. So you get all of these pieces, stamp set and dies. There even is more stamps on the back, like it wouldn't even fit on because there was so much stamping. All right, so now we can get to stamp. We're going to use our Highland Heather, and I'm going to do this sentiment here in the middle of our white panel. And while I have it out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment for the inside. So I'm just going to use the Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. Now we're going to use our Misty Moonlight and just do a couple little snowflakes up in the corners, just to kind of pull in that blue a little bit as well. All right, that's going to be our inside piece. Oh my gosh, you guys, I haven't stamped in over a week. Probably even 2 weeks, because I was doing my retreat, and I don't think I stamped at my retreat. I was helping everybody else do their stamping. So that's our inside. Now for this piece, before I attach it, I want to take a piece of that Splendor ribbon, that Snowflake Splendor ribbon. So pretty. And I'm going to attach that. And I always just do a little bit on the back side and wrap this ribbon around and just kind of tack it. I don't need to waste my ribbon on the back when nobody's going to see it. Then I always make sure I put a little bit over top of that little ribbon end so it doesn't come flying off. All right, more people are joining us. Hello, friends. I can't believe that November is here already. That just seems like October went by in a flash. And now here we are. We actually were talking Thanksgiving plans. I put some adhesive on the back, and I'm just going to put that right here, kind of centered on that purple. Got some dimensionals, some Pop-Tarts. Yeah, I can't believe we're talking Thanksgiving plans already. So it'll be here before we know it, and then all of a sudden we'll have Christmas too. Time's a-flying. That's going to get centered right there. Then that little extra, I'm just going to slide that under here and tie my knot. I think this ribbon is so cool because it takes on different colors, that opalescent, shimmery ribbon. Very neat. And that's part of this whole suite. Now, I need to find, I want a glue dot. And I'm betting they are somewhere else. Don't see them. I might have to go on a hunt. I thought they were in the box, but they're not showing up. Where could they be? I found them. So I'm just going to attach that glue dot right into the center of my snowflake and be very careful when I peel that off. And then I'm just going to attach that right here in that corner. And then I've got one of my Blue Gems. And I'm going to put that right in the center of my snowflake. Isn't that such a simple, pretty, elegant snowflake card? Ta-da! Beautiful. All right, let's do some more stamping. All right, so for this one, I chose this cutie little set. The card kit to go with the stamp set. That is a great question, Sharon. And I just sent the registration information out this week. So let me see. I wasn't sure if I wrote it down. I don't think I wrote it down. So I'll have to go look that up. Yes. Oh, here we are. So the to-go class for the For Unto Us, okay? So this to-go class, the class itself with the 10 cards and the paper, gems, and ribbon, 10 cards, envelopes, and the PDF is $40 for that class. Then you can add on the stamp set. The stamp set is what I'm not exactly sure of. I feel like maybe it's $25 with shipping and tax added on. But if you want to message me, Sharon, with your email address, I can send you out that registration information. It's also pinned to the top of this Facebook page, so you can find that registration information out there as well. I don't want to steer you wrong with the total of that stamp set. Then, of course, if you are not local, you'll want to add shipping onto that as well. That was a good question. And I'm not prepared. My brain is still on vacation mode a little bit. So anyway, we're using Warm and Toasty. Love these guys. Love this little badonkadonk polar bear. He's got a big old fat butt and I like him. Alrighty, so I've got a piece of Whisper White. This one's cut 4 1/4 by 11. I'm gonna fold that in half to make my card. So that's 2 ways you can do your cuts. You're welcome, Sharon. Thanks for asking. So you can always do your cuts. So you can have your top open or your side open like we did with the other card. So I did already emboss ahead of time. I did the, don't know your name, Heartwarming Textures. There's 2 of these in the pack from the Holiday Mini Catalog. So I did that ahead of time. And I'm going to attach 2 strips of our Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. Love this little gingham. Love it. I'm going to miss this paper. I've been using it everywhere in my classes, at my Pampered Stamper retreat. Where else have I used it? For my team meeting. I just love this paper. And it's kind of cool because some of the patterns look Christmassy, but you could showcase them with some other things so that they don't, like the houndstooth and the gingham, you really wouldn't have to make them all Christmas all the time. Roll up there, buddy. So I've got another little strip here I'm going to attach. And then, is that crooked? I don't know. Oh, sometimes those stripes make my eyeballs go wonky. All right, now I feel like, yep, I need to just do a little snippy snip down here at the bottom. It's sticking out a little longer than I wanted it to. All righty, so now we can attach this to our card front. All right, it's coming back, guys. It's like riding a bike, right? 2 weeks without stamping, and I'm figuring out how to do it again. All right. There we go. we're going to do some stamping. So I'm going to take some scrap paper. This is just some scrap white paper. I think I spell it just like that, Mary Newell. I think it's just like you said. She says, I want to know how you spell wonky. I think it's just like it sounds. Wonky. There we go. And we're going to punch that out with our little 1.5 inch circle punch. Then I'm going to pull in my big butt polar bear, and he is going to get stamped with Memento Black. Now I like to keep him up so that I can make sure that I am getting good ink on him, because I'm having trouble with his little skates. They just don't want to pick up all of the ink. And then I don't want to push too hard because I don't want to get ink inside his butt, because then it actually shows up on my cardstock, and we can't have that. So he's going to get stamped on this square here, and he's got to go a little sideways. All right, so just pushing a little bit, trying to make sure his little skates and his nose that need to be dark are coming out dark. Ooh, not too bad. Now here's a little trick, and I'm using Memento because I'm going to watercolor him, and because I'm sorry, I'm not watercoloring, I'm using my blends, and blends need to have the Memento so that they don't smear. So here's the cool thing. So see how his little skates are not totally dark black? I'm going to just come in with my black blend and just color his little skates in so that they are nice and sharp. Nice and black. Cool, easy fix. So now I'm gonna do my dark Mossy Meadow. And I like to put the shading in first, so I just put my dark shading in there, and then he's gonna have some dark shading here on his little scarf. So I'm just putting my darks in. Everybody does it a little bit different. This is how I roll. And then I'll come back in with my light. Good morning, Mama. My mama's here. She came to watch the show. All right, so now I just kind of go over that where I put the dark and bleed it with the lighter color, and then I just pull in the light, so that's how you get some shading. And the more you color over top of what you what you laid down first, that dark first, it'll start to bleed it so that you don't have that stark spot between dark and light. I cannot say enough good things about my blends. Oh, I just love them so. They make me feel all professional and stuff. There we go. So there's our Mossy Meadow. Then I would do the same thing with my Real Red. I would put my dark on and then go back over top of it with my light. I did have to go to my label maker, as you can tell. I went to the label maker because, man, oh days, is it ever hard to see the little teeny tiny writing on there to know which one is the light and which one is the dark, because I think sometimes they look very, very similar in the cap color. So good old label maker to the rescue. Maybe the bifocal babes agree with me. I know you're out there. All right, so we're getting his jaunty little scarf all colored and pretty. So he's all nice and warm for Christmas and for ice skating. All right, now I've pulled in Seaside Spray and our little snowflakes. So he's just gonna get a couple little snowflakes here while he's skating. There we go, big fella. Almost done. While I've got my Real Red out, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stamp that sentiment on the inside. Yes, my bifocal babes, you're out there, you feel me. Yep, it gets a little tricky. I know when I went to the eye doctor for my regular exam a couple years ago, he said, you don't have an eye problem, you have a birthday problem. And that means that you turned 40. So time for the bifocals. I still fight it. I still fight the bifocals. All right, so we've got warm and toasty wishes to you. Then we're going to put our little snow bear on a piece of Real Red that I die cut out ahead of time with our scalloped square. There we are. And he definitely needs some Pop-Tarts. Good morning, Miss Vicky. So happy to have you on here. I could have been on here like hours ago. I got up and started my day and I was like, holy cow, my morning is flying by. And I realized we got home last night and didn't change any clocks. So I'm like doing all this stuff thinking it's like 9:30, almost 10. And I'm like, holy crap, it's not even 8. Time change, not a fan. All right, so now I'm going to attach my little circle here onto this scallop that I cut out of Tasteful Labels dies. So it's got a little bit of pointy edge there, which is cool. And now I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive up here in the corner, a little pop dot down here in the bottom, and we're just gonna offset him right there. And now, is he not adorbs? Love it. Love him. As my kids used to say, well, my daughter more, totes adorbs. Alrighty, so I don't know, what do you think, guys? Are you hanging on with me? You want to do some more cards? I've got a couple more to show you. So should we go ahead and do a little bit more stamping? I don't want to bore you out of your minds. All right, let me see what else I have in my book of tricks. All right, let's see. Let's do... Let's play poinsettias. Yes, everyone's still with me. I love it. Love it. It makes me feel less lonely. I'm hanging up dog hair, hanging out in my stamp studio, just me and the beast. And I love doing these lives because I feel like my friends are hanging out with me. All right, so I've got the poinsettias this time around. Here's the bundle. Oh, that's okay. Take me with you. Wherever you guys are going, take me along. Poinsettia Petals bundle is what we're going to play with. And then, of course, our Coordinating Designer Series paper, which was just on sale. I hope you guys were able to stock up on it because that was just on sale last month. So we've got a piece of Very Vanilla. Fold that one in half. And then I've got Old Olive and another smaller piece of Very Vanilla and 2 of those Designer Series paper patterns. So I'm going to attach, now this one's got the cool red berries, which you could totally use that on the other side if you wanted, but I chose the wood grain side for this card. And that's going to be my bottom. So we'll attach that, and it's got just a little bit of a vanilla border, not much, just a smidgy. And then we're gonna put these poinsettias on the top. These kind of remind me of like retro colors, these greens, maybe like from the 70s. I don't know. I feel like we had that in our kitchen. Mom, are you still on? Wasn't our kitchen like some kind of shades of green, like olivey, kinda? See if my mom's still on here. Greens and yellows, I'm kind of feeling like definitely from the 70s. Definitely from the 70s. So this is going to get put onto that layer of old olive, and then we can attach that to our card front. Now, what I'm going to do first, so I don't have a little uh-oh, is I'm going to stamp my sentiment first, just in case I should mess up. I won't have glued down this part yet. So I know it's always good to think positively, but sometimes you have to be proactive, that you're like, well, if I should happen to screw this up, I could always flip my card around. Looks good to me. All right, so now I can attach that to the front. Yeah, Susie said avocado green. I feel like that was kind of very popular, right? And the oranges, like the Cajun craze kind of, and then there was like some curry yellow, some browns. That feels a lot like what we had in our house. And then of course, the shag carpet. My mom says yes, it was green. Like avocado, probably like Susie said, an avocado green. All right, so what I did here, I'm talking. Oh, yeah. That was just, we all grew up in, if you grew up in the 70s, that was your colors, right? Got those greens and yellows. All right, so now I took a piece of Very Vanilla, and that is cut out with my rectangle stitched framelits, or my stitched dies. And I'm going to attach that to a piece of soft suede. So here we are, guys. We're talking about retro, and look what I'm just working with, greens and browns. There we go. Couple dimensionals on the back side of this one. I'm going to use up scraps I have laying around. I think I remember like blue shag carpet. I think that's what I had in my room. Oh, the good old days, right, guys? It's all coming back, though. Everything old is new again. I've got some cutie little baby poinsettias here. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to go off topic a little bit and share. So I'm not sure if you guys can see the detail in there. There's some little centers, and there's also some little veins going through there that I die cut out. So, sorry. The die does that. So when I cut it out, it's cutting the shape and it's putting the little details inside there. Now, one thing I remember, I don't remember. I'm reading my mom say about our burnt orange shag carpet. Didn't I have blue, Mom, in my room? I felt like it was a couple different shades of blue. And I shouldn't tell this story. I remember like the dog having an accident on it, and like how gross it was to clean it up in that shag carpet. I don't think that's going to come back. I don't think shag carpet is going to come back. Maybe the colors, but hopefully not shag carpeting being cool again. Anyway, so this is with the new dies. So you guys know we don't partner with Sizzix anymore. We have a new company that makes our dies. We also have a new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, or as I call them, the Big Boss. Now, one thing that I did was use the same dies in my old Big Shot, and it did not it cut them out plain. It did not put the detail in there. So there is a difference, I think, in the pressure between the old Big Shot machine and our new Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. So watch yours. If you're using your older machine, you might add a little bit of a shim to it just to make sure that you get the details cut out. I was really surprised at that. That's the first time I've really noticed a big difference in using the older machine versus the new one that we have. So, and also while I'm talking about Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine and Big Boss, many of you guys are waiting patiently for Baby Boss. And we just had an update, which is not really much of an update, that we aren't sure. We're not sure when he's coming out. We were hoping to have him for the holiday season, but COVID has created some issues, the plastics part of it, I think, and so we don't know when he'll be out. But I can tell you, you guys will know as soon as I hear. You'll probably hear me screaming from my house that the Baby Boss is available. So anyway, I just stuck those two little pretties on there with some glue dots. And then I took our champagne rhinestones. That one lost its stick. And I lost my picker tool. That's disappointing. So now that I'm looking at this, hopefully he shows up. He might have gone on vacation too. I'm missing him a lot right now when these are stuck all over my fingers. Let's use your scissors. I think ideally I put the big one on, the big rhinestones, but I'm out of those. So let's see what it looks like if I do 3 little rhinestones in the center there. I think I like that. Just one seemed a little too small. So, oh, Mr. Picker Tool, I wonder where you went to. Oh, I know exactly where he is, because we used him with the Stamparatus. Ah! So if you guys don't have a picker tool, you should get one. Oh, I love him. My fingers don't work, just like my eyes don't work. There we go. Pretty, pretty. With our champagne rhinestones. There we go. Another super cute card. All you guys are saying you hope Shag Carpet doesn't come back. Even if it does, I will totally not have it. I'm not having it. All right. Are y'all hanging in there okay? Because we made 5 cards at my Christmas card class, and they made 3 of every card. So they were rolling through 15 cards. They were busy beavers. All right, let's do this cool card. Using our 'Tis the Season Designer Series paper pack, I pre-cut some little strips here. So I've got some real red. That's our card base. Fold that in half. Thank you guys. I'm glad you're liking these. They are pretty. I stuck to traditional a good bit with using the red and greens. My husband always says if it's not red and green, it's not Christmas, but I love going outside the box. Morning Glory. April's joining us. Glad to have ya. So I did a stitched oval here ahead of time, and I am going to stamp with Shaded Spruce. And I don't have a stamp cleaner, but that's all right. We'll make do. So let's go ahead, and I am using Wrapped in Christmas stamp set. I don't have it handy to show you the whole thing, but I'm going to do Let the Joy of the Season Fill Your Heart. And then while I've got that out, we'll go ahead and stamp our inside too, which says, "It's the most wonderful time of the year." This set is great. It's all kinds of holidays or Christmas sentiments, which I love. All right, I'm done with that one. So I'm going to get that out of the way. So what I did a little bit ahead of time so that you guys don't have to watch me do too much die cutting. So I've got a piece of our Real Red sheer ribbon. You're here as long as I am. All right, girl, we're gonna stamp all day. I could stamp all day. I need to stamp all day. I have lots of things in my head that need to come out. Do you guys ever get like that? Like you get these ideas and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to make that. I even have little sketches sometimes. Sometimes things wake me up in the middle of the night. Now, I'm not always creative, right? Found him. He was hiding in this box because we're going to use him for something cool. I don't create stuff on my own all the time, but sometimes just ideas happen of a different class I want to do or what things I want to show you, especially on a Facebook Live. So let's go ahead and put this inside. I guess I'll tell you something that's been in my head. Lots of my friends are doing it. And yeah, Mary, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes I have to have like Post-it notes beside the bed because, and that happens just even with grocery list ideas. I also text myself. Do you guys do that? I'll send a text to myself, especially if I'm upstairs. I'll be like, text myself, you need deodorant and toilet paper and toothpaste. So then when I come downstairs to my phone, I'll text it from my iPad to my phone. I know I need to get back to stamping. So anyway, something that's been in my head is bingo. So when the new catalog always comes out in January, I always do a catalog kickoff bingo. And I do it Friday night and Saturday morning, and I don't think I want to do it in person. Also, it can be a little sketchy because you never know what the weather will do in January. So I'm trying to think, I want to do a bingo virtually. So I think we can do it through Zoom. I don't know. How do you guys feel about Zoom? We would need to be together in person. Like I couldn't do it through a Facebook Live because you guys need to interact and see things as well. So I was thinking we could do, a lot of my friends are doing it and they say their people love it. So I'm kind of thinking that, guys, that we'll do a Zoom bingo in January. Super, super fun. So now I've got a piece of Whisper White, and this is 4 by 5 1/4, and I just cut some of our 'Tis the Season DSP strips. Now what I'm going to do is kind of eyeball them first for the layout so I don't glue them down and end up having to rip them off. Yeah, see, I want to make sure that I've got plenty of space before I lock them in. Cute, right? Cute. All right. Now, you also saw me pull these out ahead of time as well. These are from the Sweetest Time bundle, and we're going to play with those in a little bit as well. I went ahead and stamped them and die cut them ahead of time so that I could save a little bit of time because I knew that I had 5 cards that I wanted to show you today. So I can go ahead and attach these now. Zoom bingo sounds cool. All right, we're in. We're going to go for it. So you will want to make sure that you have Zoom. So you'll need to get it downloaded. Now, we have plenty of time because this is going to be happening in January. It'll be a Friday night and a Saturday morning. We'll do 2 sessions. So that way, 2 sessions mean you've got more time to win. Or more chances to win because I'm going to keep the classes pretty small. But the cool thing would be that you could do both. Projects would be the same. But you could Friday night along here. And then our final piece here. I'm going to do it with my team to practice, and then we'll do it with Stampin' Folk. But I think it is going to be so much fun. All right, so now we can go ahead and attach this to our card front. Okay, now I've got this and I've got these two, but I need some berries. And I die cut them ahead of time as well. So this whole thing is full of die cut holly berries. Now, how do you stamp them, you're asking? Let me show you the way. I gotta go find it first. It's the magic of the Stamparatus. So what I did was, you can see where I cut the berries out of a black piece of cardstock. I have this glued down. Then I put this under here just because it was hard to see the black on the black. So the only reason I have this down is so that you can see the opening. Now on this side, you can see that the holly berries are stuck here on the Stamparatus. So now I'm going to tuck those die cut pieces right into this little hole that I created. I'm going to ink up my little berries, and the Stampin' Spots are perfect. Love using the Stampin' Spots for this little technique. Now I'm going to push down, and there are my little holly berries stuck. There they are. My little berries. So that's kind of cool because you could go ahead and just die cut tons and tons of die cuts out and then stamp it with the Stamparatus. Now I'm doing a no-no here for me because I don't have a stamp cleaner even remotely close, and I'm using baby wipes. Now I know a lot of you use baby wipes. I'm going to tell you what I have found, and I've kind of stopped using them in my studio. Now I'm just touching it down, right? I'm kind of using it like a Stampin' Chamois. I'm just letting it pull the ink off of my stamp. What I'm finding is when you're scrubbing with the baby wipe, you're getting the fuzzies. So the little fuzzies from the baby wipe are coming off and sticking onto your stamp. Red rubber, not so bad. They really stick onto the photopolymer because they're kind of sticky anyway. And the problem that I have is that we're going into the ink pad and we're inking them up, and then all the fuzzies are sticking into the ink pads, and I'm not getting good, clear, crisp images. So I had to go through my ink pads and actually clean them by pressing masking tape into the pad to pull all the fuzzies off from all of the baby wipes over the years. So I stopped using baby wipes. I love my chamois. I use that all the time. Now I do use baby wipes like for cleaning. You know, sometimes you get ink here and you need a little wipe. I use it for cleaning the Stamparatus as well. All right, now, sidebar. I wanted to clean that because I want to show you how I did the joy. Oh my gosh, I can't pick that paper up. So now I took the joy, and again, I'm just going to use the spot because that's what I have here. These come from Paper Pumpkin, but you can also use, we have uninked ones, so you can grab uninked ones, put refill in, and then you've got spots of whatever color that you need. So I'm just going to stamp joy, that's all I need, just on a piece of scrap paper. And I'm going to fussy cut that out and overlay it onto the green joy that's on my card. I did this because I tried to use the markers and it just was not giving me the look that I wanted, and I kind of wanted to have it have a little bit more dimension, and so that's why I chose to fussy cut it rather than just make two different colors on the same stamp set or on the same image, if that's making sense what I'm trying to say. Just nod and say, yes, Jody, that makes complete sense. I follow your train of thought. And I love to fussy cut. Who says that? Not many people say that. Yes, I love fussy cutting. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, guys. And with these snips, it just makes it so much easier. You could also just cut this in straight line. Like you wouldn't need to go around the curve. You could kind of just make it almost like a little banner if you wanted to as well. Or if you love fussy cutting, go at it. All right, why aren't you coming off? I cut you. Okay, so now some assembly. I didn't want pop dots. The pop dots made it stick up a little too far, and I've got a ribbon on there too. And so sometimes I know the postal people get a little futzy when it comes to, as the girls in my office call it, all my frou-frou stuff on there. And so I'm just gonna lay the red joy over top of the green joy. Then pop dots on here. You like fussy cutting. Fussy cutting, yeah, if you've got good scissors, that is the trick to fussy cutting. Good scissors and good eyes, right? Or good glasses, I guess. All right, so that's gonna go on here. Now, do I have any, I don't think I have any mini dimensionals on this table, but that's all right. We will make do with what we have. So I'm gonna put some dimensionals on these little, what are these? Holly leaves. There we go. And then a glue dot on the little berries that I made. And my little berries are gonna go right there. And then I might need to put a pop dot underneath there. We can fix that up, fix that up later. And I'm gonna tie a little bow with that gorgeous sheer ribbon. We also have red satin ribbon, which is really pretty as well. And then we're gonna futz with it a little bit till we get it right about the size that we want. Make it work how we want it. Another glue dot. Come on. There we be. And then we can just cut those little ends off. Isn't that cute? Super cute. Trim those down. Another fun Christmas card. All right, guys, I got one more. If you can hang in there. Hopefully my battery's staying on. Hopefully. All right, now, this one of you guys requested seeing some with this. I can't remember exactly who it was, but here we are. We're gonna work with the Sweetest Time bundle, another classic red and green one. So I've got my real red here, fold that in half for my card base. Now I don't have an inside, that has gone missing. I'll have to cut another piece for that, but you know, I always love to have my inside. I'm not gonna do it, but my original card, because I don't know where the, my snowflake folder is missing. Okay, so I would normally have embossed this with the snowflake folder, the snowflake embossing folder, but I'm not sure where it is. So we might have to go on a recon mission because it should be in this box and it is not. So anyway, we're gonna skip that part right now. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of stamping. This is very, very minimal stamping on this project. Got my real red ink out, and I'm gonna stamp "Wishing You the Sweetest Season" on this little white strip. That's gonna go on to, do I need to do anything else? No, I don't have my inside panel, so I can't stamp my inside. That's gonna come a little bit later. All right, got my, Come on, roll on up here. I'm not rolling you up far enough. All right. On a piece of Old Olive. So that is the same length. I'm going to just snip that little bit off right there. It's just a little longer than what I wanted it. Now I took this piece and I die cut this ahead of time. Isn't that so cool? It makes those little candy canes. They're awesome. So we're going to attach that to our Whisper White piece. And like I said, on my original sample, it is embossed, but I'm not sure where my folder is. So I'm just going to attach that here. Then that will go onto a piece of Old Olive. So back to the traditional red and green. And then onto our card base. There we go. Oh, it's pretty. So pretty. All right, now that little strip here, we're going to put some dimensionals on. I'm just using little nubbins I have here. All those little edges, they work just fine. So we've got that. And that's just going to sit right across here. And then I need to do some more berries with that same little trick that we did before. Now let me see. My paper shifted just a little bit, so I'm not sure if these are going to come out right or not, but we'll try it. If they don't, you get the gist. Well, actually, let me see. Looking pretty good. Let me try and move my magnets might be actually what's shifting. And that's why that wants to come off of there. All right, where's that teeny little, got my teeny little spot here. Ink up them berries. Yeah, they shifted a little bit, but it's okay. I think if I scooch down like that, let's do it again. I told you guys I'm a perfectionist. Gotta have it perfect. One more time and then I promise I'll let it go. Let it go. Haha. Yeah, baby. Alrighty. So now I did some little leaves here, and those are just die cut. So I skipped the stamping part and just die cut them. So let's use some little smidgies here of dimensionals. And we'll just attach them here kind of in the corner. This is when I really wish I had my mini dimensionals, but I don't have them on the table. That's okay. We make do with what we have, right? So I'm just going to put another dimensional here on those berries. And they're just going to come right over top, right like that. Now I pulled in some of our gems. These are the wonderful gems. And I only have little ones left. So I think I'm going to do something a little different and just do like 2 little gems right like that. Ta-da! There you go, friends. Let's see what all we created. 5. Oh, yep, my battery is just about done. It's time to quit. So we've got that one, got this one, this one, this one, and this one. 5 gorgeous cards. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys will come back next week for What's Up Wednesday. And don't forget to mark your calendars for November 16th through the 20th for the whole week of Gratitude Week, where I just come on and I just want to thank you guys for being the best cheerleaders a Stampin' Up! Demo could ever have. And we're just going to stamp and have prizes and just some share time together. So this was a marathon video because I haven't seen you for so long. So thanks so much, guys. Have a great week, and I will see you next week.